Hello there, this is Bill Toth, and today we're going to talk about the art of inviting. This is probably the most important piece of your new business, learning how to invite people to see what you've seen and to visit with what you've visited with and to take part in what you've taken part in. It's probably the most important piece of any business, of any job, is to learn how to invite people to see what you have to offer. And we're going to go through some overall umbrella type things for you to consider, and then we're going to get into some specifics as well. What to do, what not to do, and let's get going. So what to do? The number one thing about your new business is to know why you're doing it. You have to be clear about your why. That's why your coach asked you to write down your goals. Sadly, most people don't know what they want, and that's why that's the first exercise to help you clarify what it is you want, why you want it. That's the most important piece. Now, in terms of mastering the art of inviting, the overall objective is to create curiosity versus spoil the movie. If I were going to invite you to a movie, and let's just say whatever the latest, greatest movie is, and I were to invite you to it, and I were to tell you the end before we go see it, why would you go see it? You wouldn't. And so, create curiosity versus spoil the movie. During the invite process, your objective is simply to get the person to block off the time to visit with you, to attend an event, or to be in front of their computer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a key time frame. If you say to someone an hour, they're not coming. They don't think they have the time. If you say someone 15 minutes, you're lying. So don't do that. A presentation is designed to be done in 30 minutes, either online or in person. Everybody knows that in person it's going to take a little bit longer, but you don't want to say that. So it's 30 minutes. Remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and ultimately what they remember in the process. Number one thing, be you. Have fun. Just be yourself. You know, it's okay to say, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm excited about it. And this is one way that you can invite people that you know. And that is who you want to start with, by the way. People that you already go to dinner with, people you already go to the movies with, people you already go to vacations with. Because you don't have to build the relationship there. You already have it. And so for that group of people, the fun approach works. So if I say to you, hey, we're all going to the movies tonight. You want to go? Well, 99% of the time people will say yes because it's fun and people want to have fun. They're not having fun in their jobs. They're not having fun in some of their lives. So you want to have fun and you want to make it fun. The other way to invite people is the important and urgent. So if I know you and I say to you, look, Bob, I have something very important to share with you. When can we get together for 30 minutes so I can show you? Or when can you be by your computer for 30 minutes? If someone is within 2 to 3 hours of drive time, you want to get together. An in-person event is always going to be more profitable, more productive, and more successful than someone who's far away. It's a lot easier to transfer the message non-verbally when you can see the person. And so those are the two overall ways that you invite, either the fun way or the important and urgent way. Now, here's some inviting phrases that people have found to be successful. These are things you can use in small conversation, basically. And, I told myself I was going to cross paths with someone special today, someone looking to make a difference. Would that be you? Or how about this one? If I had found something that had changed my life physically and financially for the better, would you want to learn about it? Or here's one that hurts a little bit. Is your current career path taking you where you want to go? And for most people, the answer is no. In fact, for 95% of the people, the answer is no. And that's your target market. 95% of the people that are still working for someone else or stuck in a business, a traditional business that it's all dependent upon them. So these are three phrases, three ways you can open up the conversation, kind of segue from the chit-chat of, hey, great color shirt, where'd you get it, to inviting them to look at the presentation. Now, what to do? When you're out and about in the world, so you're at a sporting event, you're at a wedding, you're at a funeral, you're at somebody's birthday party, you're at a birthday party for your kids' friends. When you're out and about, you never want to do a business presentation on the spot. You want to preserve the integrity of the event and just listen for the phrases that you will hear every day, all day. And train yourself to listen for these phrases because people say them all the time. And so people are going to complain about their job, their boss, not enough time, not enough month left at the end of their check, They're going to complain about not enough money. They're going to complain about missing their kids' games. They're going to be wistful. They're going to be wishful. And you got to ask the question. You have to ask the question because there's a lot of people that just like to complain. So ask the question. I'm curious. Are you just commenting or are you ready to do something about it? Because if you are, I have a friend that might be able to help you. What's your number and the best time for us to call you? The us is important. The person you're talking to sees you. They see that you're not a high-pressure salesperson, but they don't know that about your coach. So what you're going to do is use the word us, and you're going to let them know right up front there that it's going to be a three-way call. Now, if you're doing this on your own, if you have enough confidence and you've enough experience under your belt, you're doing this on your own. I'm curious. Are you just commenting? Or are you ready to do something about it? When can we get together for 30 minutes? Or when can we get together so I can show you? Or when can you be by your computer for 30 minutes? See, people are very busy. So they're not always going to be willing to drive across town to meet with you. And depends on the level of the relationship as well. But most people can allocate 30 minutes to be in front of their computer. If you look at the stats for Facebook, people are spending 21 minutes a day just on Facebook. So they have time to be in front of their computer. Now, what to say? Now, sometimes you're going to get into a conversation and people are going to sense your nervousness or uncertainty, and that's going to key them off some things in the back of their mind. They might ask you, is this MLM or network marketing? And the answer is absolutely. And right away, fire back a question. Have you found anything else that will give you this kind of freedom? And the answer is no. And so be proud of what you have to offer. This is an industry that's growing. There was 15 companies in the United States in 2013 that grew by $100 million or more. So it's an industry that's maturing and becoming more popular and more widely accepted. So be proud. Now, when asked, is this one of those pyramid things? The answer is a flat no. Most people don't know what a pyramid is. Bernie Madoff went to prison for the rest of his life for building a pyramid. It's where you have no real products exchanging hands. And that is not the case for our company. We have products that people love and buy. Julie and I have customers that have been with us for the entire 15 years we've been in the business. And so people love what we have to offer and people buy products. In fact, in 2012, 60% of the revenue of the company was from customers only. Now, when asked, seriously, I want to know what you're doing. And if you're new and you don't know what you're doing yet, you say, super, because I have a friend that might be able to help you. What's your number and the best time for us to call you? So again, if you're brand new and you don't know what you're doing, it's okay to say that. And it's okay to say, I have a friend that might be able to help you. That's your coach. And us to call you, that's setting up a three-way call. Now, if you're flying on your own and somebody says, seriously, I want to know what you're doing, when can we get together for 30 minutes? Or when can we get together so I can show you? Or when can you be by your computer for 30 minutes? These are phrases that you can use, and they should be part of your everyday vocabulary. Now, what not to do? As I said earlier, you never want to give a presentation unless you're asked to do so by the host. And generally, you're going to block off the time. So again, if you're at a birthday party for one of your kids' friends, you're at a birthday for one of your friends, you're at a retirement party, anniversary party, wedding, funeral, whatever, you never want to give a presentation. You never want to blather all over people like a puppy until you're asked to do so by the host. And then the second thing to never do is never fall into the trap of answering any questions unless you have permission to give the presentation in its entirety. The reason why is this. People will be looking for something they can say no to. What's the name of the company? Nu Skin. Oh, I already heard of that. Never mind. Or what's the product? Skincare. Oh, never mind. I don't need to know about that. My skin's beautiful. Or nutrition. Oh, never mind. I eat right. And so they're looking for one thing they can say no to, and you don't want to give them that. Never give a person something they can Google until after they've seen and heard a presentation. You want them to hear the whole story and nothing but the whole story, not bits and pieces. In other words, you don't want to spoil the movie. You want to make sure they see the whole movie before they decide if it's good or bad. And never use the phrases on the what not to say slide. Now, these are phrases that will generate an automatic no almost every single time. Mainly, people that are over the age of 40 are going to have not so nice references to MLM or network marketing. Some people are going to have a negative reference to business opportunity, got involved with something, compensation plan. You know, nowhere in the job world do you talk about compensation plans. You talk about commissions. Okay? And so the word compensation plan tells people it's network marketing, and if they have a bias, you've lost them. This deal I'm in, that's a phrase that's common to network marketing as well. Involved. Involved means having an affair. For most people, that's the reference point for it, so it's not so pleasant. Upline, downline, sideline, meeting. Nobody has time to go to meetings. Opportunity or opportunity meeting. Again, nobody has time to go to meetings. Sizzle call, that's network marketing. And then, of course, the fascinating one is the word interested. The word interested. Are you interested in looking at a way to improve your income? Are you interested in going to the movie? Are you interested in going to dinner? Well, the word interested in common language, the meaning of it is take more of my time. And people already think they're too busy, so they're not going to want to take more of my time. So avoid these phrases and your productivity will increase dramatically. Now, what to do every time? Use your coach for third-party validation. Every time somebody asks a question, you dial your coach's number. You say, that's a great question. Let me get the answer for you. Bam! You pull out your smartphone, you dial the number, and you hand the phone to the person. Maybe make the introduction. Always schedule a follow-up call before you give the website. So if you have said to someone, when can you be by your computer for 30 minutes? They're going to give you a time. Let's just say 12 o'clock. Whatever time they pick, you pick a time 45 minutes later for a follow-up call. And the follow-up call, once they commit to the time for the follow-up call, then you give them the website, not before. Everybody knows the internet's recorded, and everybody knows they can get to it anytime they like. So if you don't make an appointment, you have nothing. So before you give them the website, get them to commit to a follow-up time. And if the person says to you, I'll call you when I'm done, you have a person that's not ready. You're better off not giving them the website. And so always schedule a follow-up call before you give the website. And then when it comes time for the follow-up call, you're going to call your coach first. That's key. Call your coach first. And then you or your coach are going to three-way in to the person that you're calling. And it's better if it's you because they know your number. And so you're going to three-way into the prospect. And what you're going to do is you're going to edify the prospect. So, hey, Mary Sue, this is Bill, and I'm calling for our follow-up call. And I just happen to have my coach on the line, and I wanted them to meet you, Mary Sue, because you're the world's best, yada, yada, yada. You want to genuinely compliment Mary Sue. And then you're going to turn around and edify your coach. And you're going to say, Mary Sue, I want you to meet my coach because they've been there for me every step of the way. They're one of the top leaders in the company. They've been team elites for 11 years, and yada, yada, yada. Genuinely compliment your coach. And it's only you that can say your coach has made millions of dollars. We can't say that. That would be too much ego. So you get to edify your coach, genuine compliments, and then you zip your lips and let your coach take over. You're going to listen, you're going to learn, and you're going to take notes. And this is how you're going to learn to do the process. Just like you learn to swim, just like you learn to ride a bike, just like you learn to play a sport. You watch, you learn, and you do. So it's been a pleasure being with you. And what you want to do, if you have any specific questions, get back with your coach immediately. And you should never have a question that goes unanswered more than 24 hours. If you do, it's because you didn't ask it. So have a great day. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye for now.